You don't really care about the Ice Blast. Your lane versus Timber would be okay until he hits 6, and then you maybe are getting kicked out.
It is going to be the
much more aggressive. They go for the Ursa.
I almost said that. I'm surprised we're not seeing any rotations out of the mid lane quite yet. Earth Spirit, of course, sitting under a ward he knows, but First Blood's actually going to come bottom as it goes to the Timber Saw. So that's a pretty big kill. They're even TPing in here for more. They want to get this Enchantress as well. Boundless Strike, get to the dive under the tower. It's just going to be an easy pickup for NAVI. 2 dead in this bottom lane, as they will go right back through the Twin Gate. Well, they might stick around. Defensive TP from the Ursa. I like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind them trying to get some tower damage in. The catapult is here, but this is a pretty early rotation, so it's a bunch of level 3, level 4 heroes, and it may not really be worth all being here. And then you go back to your lane, and the bristle's like a level over you because you were all clumped up.
And I can't imagine he's going to really find too much trouble this game. Shad looking for Skitter. They had a good ward here on the backside. Does have Boundless Strike to set this one up. Ooh, unfortunate overlap there of the spells. They have the Hex to try and slow them up a little bit more. The Scatter Blast here from the Sniper. This is when you get heavily punished. And Shad will be the first victim here on this gank. Now, Boom, he does come in on the Timber Chain. QBFY, Assassinate is out. Survives on 7 HP. Oh, what a Fairy Fire use. And now, Boom, unable to find anyone on the backside, will just disengage. Mid lane roll in here from Sanctity. He's going to drop that Magnetize as well. The damage should be here to finish it off with the help of the Timber Saw. He's going to try and find a return, but it's not enough. And now Snaking will just hobble his way back into the tower. Now that Magnetize still going with Amar, making his rotation to the mid lane. That's actually going to be a ton of damage, not respecting the Timber Saw at all. This Magnetize has still got this duration through. Sanctity still 2 more stones. We'll refresh it here. Needs to get it over onto this Enchantress, try and finish the job. Boundless Strike thrown, but now Shad will just disengage as Boom with a nice Timber Chain on in to secure the kill onto the Enchantress. A long fight, but goes the way of NAVI once again.
In the jungle, the dire side, but again, they're reading this. They're currently dodging successfully, though. I say that maybe Snaking's about to go walk into the Lion.
He's in the Watcher range now. I'm pretty sure, right? So, Gary will find him. The slows are just not there. Bambi is very fast, but with them helping, the blink reveal out from Boo. In comes the Monkey King as well. They get the kill. But now you're just surrounded by 4 heroes on Falcons. What a return. And now looking for QBFY as well. Shad does have the Wukong's command. He's going to drop it. The roll in from Sanctity. Lets the Magnetize rip. But Falcons will back away.
He had to roll from pretty far, but it's unfortunate that it missed. Otherwise, you can keep someone in that Wukong's command and maybe get a kill. Instead, it's a nice disengage from Falcons, and they're pretty strong. They're actually looking to Roche. They kind of know without Ice Blast, without Magnetize or Wukongs, they can't really fight this on NAVI.
Well, they have Ice Blast back up, but you'd have to scout this one out.
They do have it scanned. I guess you can go for the snipe, but I don't think you can fight beyond that.
Kaori's just going to get found here by Snaking. A lot of damage from these summons, and they do connect on the Ice Blast. The roll in from Sanctity and kicks the corpse across the screen. Sniped, though, by Maureen. They get the return kill. Great TPN from him.
I think he got a Maelstrom proc and a headshot proc on that Assassinate, because I was thinking that AA would not die. A bit unlucky there in the RNG procs. Well, yeah, I'm kind of open to it. You know, I don't play that much AA nowadays. I'll trust him on it.
I like Bone Chill. It seems good. As someone who doesn't play the hero, you know. Blink reveal out from Crit. They get the Hex. An immediate turnaround, though, from the Lion. Ice Blast is out. Who's it going to hit? It's just Skitter, but the damage is being done. Crit's going to die to the Magnetize. A 2-for-1 at the moment, but Sanctity, he needs to get away from Amar. A roll-in one. It's going to be blocked. He can try and kick him away, but no. Gets brought down. Now it's up to Boom. A lot of damage out from the Timber Saw. The Wukong's command is out. 2 dead. But Na'Vi coming out the winners here. The question, can they get more? Malrine going to TP out in the trees. As they did not know. Boundless Strike is there, but no way they chase up to the high ground. With the Aegis expiring and getting the Ursa on that Ice Blast, that's the best thing that could have happened.
Gonna watch for the 28-minute rune.
Ooh, jump in, they find Kaori. Yeah, they just TP'd out. They're going to just cut their losses and run as the Timber Chain out from Boom should give him the distance he needs. And Monkey King, pretty hard hero to catch.
Very fortunate timing for Falcons going in like that. But it was only just a support, so as long as you don't lose more, which Crit has found the Timber.
Yeah, that's a really nice lasso. He did just get the Aghanim Scepter, but he actually pops it early. And that will be a very nice use of the lasso. Taking down...
It was the enchant. I'm actually surprised he got the Ags.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got the Ags versus enchant.
I mean, the net worth advantage is just building at this point. Both teams under a ward at the moment. They're going to Boundless Strike. They do manage to find Crit. The jump over from Boom. The lasso is out. The Aghanim Scepter dispelled. Boom's going to get out a nice Wukong's command. The Ice Blast. It's going to connect, I believe, onto this Bristleback, but can they get out? The damage still ramping from this Magnetize as Boom now going in to try and finish the job. See who he can grab into the base. Sanctity goes looking to finish off the Ursa, but the damage.
Magnetize finishes the job.
He gets them. Wait.
Eater has his Basher coming out, so maybe he can be the one jumping the back, trying to kill off some supports.
Ooh, ward gets placed. They're going to find the Lion. That's a real quick pick. Nicely done. Now, Sanctity pops the Shivas. He has a Crimson Guard as well. He's going to pop it, but they get the bash out from the Ursa. And now he's going to need some help, but nothing's coming his way. TP out now from Kaori, but 2 shots from Mark. He gets him in the fountain somehow. Make it make sense.
Crit has to take the long wraparound back in to make sure he doesn't get picked off. He doesn't know where Navi is, so Falcons just has to hold out right now.
They are just able to continue cutting the wave pretty easily. You need to get rid of that ward, and yeah, Amar there with the gem will allow him to do so. And they're just scouting with the Enchantress creep. Now the Enchantress, however, gets jumped immediately, but a nice Force Staff to save him. Sanctity has to roll to safety. Instead, he gets on top of Amar. You gotta get the Ice Blast out. It does connect onto both of these cores. Now, Falcons, they're up 2 kills right now, but they need to disengage until that Ice Blast expires. Malrine, Force Staff to safety. Amar, he's back in. Turning it around. Malrine with the BKB. Tried to do it again, and the nice lasso is there. The Earth Spike from Lion doesn't connect. Shad comes in. He's doing what damage he can, but the bashes, they hold him in place long enough. Death after death for the side of Na'Vi as Amar will just run down Shad here, trying his best to stand his ground, silenced up, but it's just Malrine on the sniper, getting all the space in the world to find these kills. Crimson Guard's going to keep Boom alive for now. Plenty of bonus art. The Enchantress is still looking for him. They're going to buy back here on the Monkey King, see if they can maybe bring down Amar. This would be a huge kill if Shad can get it. Boom actually on the high ground, stuck on the tree, but he will be able to close the gap and finish the job. Snake King will TP to safety. Now, do you buy back to defend the Roche?
If you were going to do it, you had to do it already. At this point, it's too late, so it cost them.
Falcons are going to smoke. They're looking for the initiation from Crit, the blink, the lasso. It's there. Who will they find? Boom has that Lincoln's. You'd have to break it first. Gets broken. There it is. A nice turnaround, though. QBFY with a nice hex. The stun is out. Skitter taking some damage. They need to connect on an Ice Blast. Wukong's command, it's huge. It holds him in place, but Snaking manages to get out of the zone. And now you're in a little bit too far here on Sanctity. Can he roll away? No. Body blocked up from Amar. Now, that being said, they get a lot of damage out from this Magnetize, and Ursa is dead. The Magnetize will finish off the Batrider, and Amar needs to be careful. They still have Ice Blast. They're going to find Malrine in the center. He's dead. Na'Vi get 3. They took the whole fight without throwing Ice Blast once, and now they're looking for Amar. He's going to try to make his way back into the base. No Wind Waker in his backpack, thanks to picking up that gem. And, well, seemingly tank. He's just too tanky. He's fine.
All right. Fake hype. He's okay.
And Snaking still pushing silence. All right,
that opens up an opportunity here.
Yeah, they get themselves a freebie in mid. Snaking and Amar, the real carries this game, as they are just finding kill after kill. And now Boom has to TP. Has too much damage stacking up, but there's the Yules. Boom, down to 90 HP. Timber chains away. He's got one more in the bank. Can he get the safety of Blink in 1 second? He dodges the impetus. Boom should be able to escape here, but he's currently under a ward.
This is a cool idea. They don't know that Roche is up or not. I mean, they know it's a late spawn, so it should be any time now. But they're just going to try to force these rotations home. And it's working.
Back. The Hex is out. Ice Blast, a little bit off the mark. The backside, though, does it catch Malrine? It does not. They all miss. Amar is the only one in grasp of Na'Vi, but that's not the hero you want to go on. And now QBFY in trouble. Boom's going to go in on the Timbersaw, but does not have the damage. Hex up onto the high ground. The Ursa, though, protected in a big Wukong's command, trying to just zone them out. But they all managed to disengage once again on Falcons. They need to get into this base on Na'Vi. Will they be able to escape those? Sanctity starting to fall low. Will be able to disengage for the moment. But again, keeping the Magnetize rolling the break there for the moment, but the Wind Waker to buy him a little bit of time. You gotta be careful. Does Sanctity get back in to keep the Magnetize going? It doesn't look like it. It will finally expire, and now Falcons might have the green light to go a little bit further. Shad with the break, bound the strike off the mark, though. These 4 staffs causing so many problems for Na'Vi. Looks like Falcons are more interested in fighting at the moment than going for the Roshan, and Amar, he's just going to sit on the right side here with this Invis rune to see what they find. As Timber Chain's on, and he has no idea he hit the Ursa in that. Which, well, Invis is going to expire. They have an idea, but in the mid side, they actually managed to find the Enchantress, falling low and fast. But can they finish the job? 4-staff after 4-staff to get away. QBFY saved thanks to the Ghost Scepter from now. Wukong's command is out, but the Lasso is going to find him in Skitter. He needs to run. He needs to get out of this Wukong's for now. Sanctity's got that Magnetize rolling the Hex. Out once again, trying to hold this Thursa down, but the sniper, man, Malrine is doing so much damage to this Revenant's Brooch as he gets another big kill. Now his BKB's expired. Blinking from QBFY. They take down the sniper in 90 seconds. No buyback, but they want the Ursa. They're not going to get him for now. Snaking, putting his life on the line. Bume trying to chase for more. He's got a blink in 1 second. Does he find Skitter and Rage, saving him for the second? Can they get more? Amar doing a lot of damage here as well on the Ursa, but they won't find it. It's time to go into Roche. Ice Blast. Wait a minute, Skitter. He regened enough. He should be okay.
The initial absorption, though, so maybe that's not even directly relevant.
All right, smoke up on Na'Vi. It is the 60-minute mark approaching. Both teams want to try and play for these ancient creeps. That being said, Falcons are the ones who have actually put down the vision for this. They've got wards on both sides. Smoke's going to pop. Amar knows what's up. They will back away. And the ancient creeps here, they're looking for it. The blink, the hex. Do they have the ability to chase? Actually, they do manage to connect with the nullifier and force a BKB out of Amar right away. The mirror shield actually picked up by the Ursa, but they jump in. The Wukong's command doing so much work here as they try to just disengage. The BKB's now forced from both cores. Malrine's forced to use his as well. Sanctity's got the Magnetize running. He pops the cheese, trying to keep himself alive. You gotta disengage on Falcons. The damage is starting to ramp. The Ice Blast is gonna connect. They take down the sniper, and now Crit is gonna join him. On the backside of the fight, Skitter goes in on the Ursa, and he's got to be very careful. He gets the kill onto the line, but the Nullifier is back out, and now they've surrounded him. He's got nowhere to go. He's dead. 3 for 1. A big win for
That'd be kind of cool with the Revenant's Brooch, I guess.
It is an interesting one, yeah. Giant ring
tier 5s coming out
for 2 heroes. Force boots there for the Ursa.
I mean, kiting is a really big deal versus the Monkey King ult at this point.
Yeah.
Dodging Ice Blast, perhaps.
Some big boys hitting your tower here. Amar and try and buy himself some time. They really want to force the buybacks here on Na'Vi, but it looks like Falcons might just give up the racks. Found the strike out. Ice Blast again off the mark. Not going to connect. The first fortify is going to be spent. Amar's just running at Kaori. The Nullifier actually getting rid of that Ghost Scepter. And now the Lotus, it's protecting him. Amar, you got to be careful. Back up onto the high ground. Nice save there with the Force Boots. This guy's so fast. He has 800 move speed. They can't get away from him.
What in the world? Pick out.
This is the fastest little hedgehog I have ever seen. Besides Sonic, but he's role-playing. Nice lasso is gonna pull this Monkey King outside of the old Shad. Fallen low, held down. Now the Abyssal Blade, they get him. Na'Vi, they're crumbling. They don't know what to do with this Bristleback. He's causing way too many problems. Boom, trying to timber chain to safety, but the chase gonna continue. They got him. Boom, forced to BKB, try to run away with these Timbersaw, but how do you actually survive? This Bristleback cannot be slowed down. He's so dang fast. Skitter gonna get caught from the Manage Ray, and the Hex out now for QBFY. Blinks up to the high ground.
Going up and down the lane for fun.
You actually just, how do you deal with a hero that moves this fast? Like, Dota was not meant to handle that type of speed, and well, they're just gonna get the lane of Barracks. Timber chains away. He goes in. He mutes himself. He's lassoed for the moment. He needs to get this ult off, but he's not going to be able to. Sanctity goes down. He's going to buy back right away. Wukong's command, but the full disengage from Falcons. They're out for now, but they're going to continue the chase. Skitter, fallen low, broken, stunned up. The Bristle will survive, but Ursa goes down. And with that, Amar actually goes in. He's going for the Mega Creeps. Okay, this guy's so annoying.
Dude, with Bone Chill, think how much damage you're doing.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like AA, yeah. It basically just becomes the same thing as Sniper.
But ranged undying.
They actually see Timbersaw. He's in a really rough spot here. They're going to go in. He pops the Lincolns. Can they finish the kill, though? It looks like it. They got the damage. 100 seconds on the deck now for Boom. A very well-placed ward there from Falcons to scout this one out. On QBFY in some trouble, stunned up there from the Snipers, assassinate, and Amar just trying to chase big boundless strike out from Shad. Wukong's command on to 3, but guess what? They're all out. No! They got the Bristleback on this Ice Blast, but can they finish the job? They're going to turn their attention maybe for a second, but you came in too far, Boom! You can't die back a second time. Safety's going to save him for the moment, and a second Wukong's command. This time, it's just the Enchantress that goes down. Sanctity with a big magnetize on the backside. It's found Malrine. It's found Amar. Can they chase for more? Skitters on the backside, trying to bring down the Ancient Apparition, but won't do it. They need to keep this magnetized rolling, and guess what? Sanctity can do it. The kick on in. He really wants this Sniper, but will he find him? Kaori trying to TP out here under the cover of the Ghost Scepter is not going to make it, and Sniper dies in the process. Both supports dead without buyback. Ancient now exposed as Mega Creeps are secured. This is the end game. Can you hold? Monkey King gets found from the lasso. The Abyssal Blade is there. He's dead. Aegis. He's going to respawn back into this. Can they keep them in this game? Boom, starting to fall low, but the Sniper just doing so much damage. It's all Malrine left to the devices. Na'Vi have nothing left in the tank. 2 heroes remaining, but the Aegis, or the Ancient, exposed. The GGs come out, and Falcons at 68 minutes will finally close out this game.
Crit is remarkably calm for a 68-minute game that was quite close. I'd say like Falcon started to really get the lead in the last 15 minutes, but I don't know if you ever get to feel comfortable in these ultra late game situations. If you trust Malrine to do it all, then you could go for it, but I kind of like the Shadow Shaman, some backup potential if his game is not going that great for tiny.
The battle begins.
Crit bottom side here on his shaman's gonna see these heroes, so question on whether or not they actually want to try and chase here. They can get a decent chunk of damage. The question is whether it's not going to go for the bushwhack or just, yeah, he will go ahead and throw it. In comes the fire spirits out from Kaori. More blood grenades being committed as the Chaos Knight's going to try and close the gap now. Crit going to do his best to just run this as long as possible, try and bide his time, but a little bit of unfortunate pathing there. Wrapping back the other way, and this should just be first blood. Question is who's going to get it. And we'll go to Kaori on the Phoenix. Very nice play there from the side of Navi's supports. Some artist like put a lot of work into making that effect and then was like, oh, great. I guess I'll never see it.
Eventually it'll be good. I believe in it. I don't know what they need to add to it, but eventually they'll tip into broken.
Bottom lane, Kaori. Avalanche tossed back. Gonna get pulled down. Crit's gonna find the kills. Malrine, he's got a shield rune. He's gonna be perfectly capable of just diving, and now a Chaos Bolt out, Bushwhack onto 2. They're gonna try and turn this around as QBFY will be the next to go down. Amar is low. They get him with the Dragon Slayer from downtown. Now Crit trying to hobble his way back towards the tower. A disarm from the Reality Rift, but a nice Cluster Cluck to dodge the stun. Don't think he's gonna make it out of though. Foul play for the moment will tick. And Boom should be able to chase him into the trees. A long shackle for now, but one more auto attack should be all he needs. A very nice series of events here from Navi.
Yeah, I think as a new team, the laning stage is probably the easiest because it's the most similar to pubs. It's the team movements that separate a newer form team from a very experienced one, which tends to show more later on.
Amar is just chasing to kill Shad. Yeah, and now with his back turn, he'll take down the Terrorblade as well. A 2-for-1. You're perfectly happy with that trade.
Shadow Shaman's coming in.
Look for the Pugna. Quick pick off on the spell kit, but Sanctity's got to run. Crit's trying to close the gap. The Phoenix on the backside, though, dishing out a lot of damage, and Sanctity is still alive. Crit falling low. Gonna get caught for the Dragon Slave, but he still lives. The foul play. It's so good, and now Sanctity will die in the process. Shad's back here, gonna pop the Phantasm, the toss on in to try and break the illusion. It just kills him immediately, and now Crit, they're gonna spot him for the second time. Just hobbling through the trees here, has that salve running. Can easily dodge the stun if he needs. Oh, didn't see it though.
Well, I think he would die eventually anyways. He would just live a few more seconds. I did not think this would be the more active draft, but here we are, about almost 2 kills a minute.
Tiny Shadow
Medusa
Shaman.
game.
Yeah, Tiny Shadow Shaman just looks so good right now. Like, Malrine is just setting up tossbacks constantly.
Yep.
Ooh, not the one he wanted there. BFY trying to close the gap. The reflection is out. Plenty of damage. A Cluster Cluck to buy him some space. Foul play, back off cooldown. He'll get a second life, but they guessed correctly. Crit will go down. Ooh,
Bushwhack.
off the mark with Bushwhack. Sharpshooter doesn't connect. That gank not going to connect. That one hurts a lot. Now they could look for Malrine here in the mid lane, but he gets a haste rune. Oh man. Navi not happy about this one. The toss on over. Such half of Hoodwink's life deleted. Is Malrine just gonna chase for more? Gets the avalanche, brings him so low, but it's not enough to finish the job. And now with Shad coming in, Malrine, he actually might just die here. He's gone.
Thought that haste rune would keep him safe, but took too much damage, and then the Chaos Knight connects, stuns long enough. He even used the haste rune at the end too, so kind of just lost that without really getting much out of it.
Yeah, they're gonna chase for this snaking. I don't know if you're gonna get it. And Amar, he's here with the help of Skitter as well. The disarm comes out, the Hex to save him, but a nice egg drop right on top. The wards from Crit traps the Chaos Knight. They're looking to take down Boom as well. They finish off the egg, and oh my goodness, Navi, you chased way too far. Poor Courier.
Oh, they find Shad.
That's a big one. Skitter is zooming after him. The venomous volley, slowing him up quite a bit. Amar is going to get in range there to connect on that goo. And Shad, He needs some backup and fast. QBFY does connect there for the moment with the bushwhack, but he's gonna need more help. I don't know if he's making it out of this one. The damage is just so much. Amar committing everything to try and find him, and Boom's onto the backside to try and force them back, and it works. Medusa's illusions just cleaving through the whole enemy team. It is full retreat mode here for Na'Vi, but they find Boom. A toss back doesn't connect, and now Skitter's illusion has to pop the Manta to try and prevent his own team from going down to its Sanctity. Gonna get caught there from the Gorgon's Grasp, tries to fly away with the Aghanim Scepter, but it does not work. Another reflection out there from this Terrorblade. Amar's fallen low. His age is going to get taken down, but he's got a second life to play with. And now Crit underneath the back tower. I don't know how he got there, but he is dead. Sunder! He gets the Medusa! No way! Boom at the last second. That was like a 1 HP Sunder. And they're turning around onto the Bristle. The egg is down. They toss away this Hoodwink, and he dies. But Amar is still alive. He kills the CK in the process. The egg, it pops. Kaori trying to finish off the Bristleback will finally get him. What is this fight? This is a mess. Malreen's baiting. He's baiting you. He's oh, okay. No, he's not. I was like, he could go for an Avatar, but no, he's not going to get him. Bushwhack not going to connect in time either.
He's going for the Ags on Medusa next. I like this a lot. Even though it doesn't kill the illusions instantly anymore, it is still really nice to control up the CK for a while and amplify your own physical damage and the bristles. So a whole lot of physical damage coming out when that item's done. And Amara's kept pace. I mean, this game, last time I think he was top net worth. Crit?
Dude, no way. He just survives off of a Glimmer Cape.
I guess I don't know if it does.
Oh, they have no detection. Just Cluster clucks his way to victory.
It's fun to see. It's good to know even the pros struggle with it, right? It's one of those things that I'm not surprised it works in pubs, but even the pros get confused by 4 sheep running in different directions.
Shad in some trouble. Stone Gaze comes out. Medusa wants to chase. They actually freeze the Phoenix for the time being, but they have the egg if they want to turn this around and go aggressive. They try to go on top of Mari, just pops the BKB. The egg is down, the toss is there, and goodbye. Chaos Knight on the backside. It's going to be Boom trying to TP to safety. He will make it.
So let me ask you, Ricky, because
ask away.
I maybe don't know the matchup, but I believe at the start of this draft, right, they open with the Bristle. Okay, never mind, forget that. Let's see, Malreen losing a ton of health as he goes for that terribly, just gets nuked down.
Now, this is the best fight we've seen from them. If they can chase, get Skitter, he's low mana. Amar, super low HP as well. Eek, yeah, he tries to stick around, just gets popped by the Lina instead. And now, Snaking doing his best to try to heal him through this, but these are just 3 deaths back to back to back. Snaking TPs to safety, as well as the Shadow Shaman, but that is the way you get back into the game, apparently.
Need to see, like, stun the carry so I can walk past and get the banner quickly.
Yeah.
But they do that. The creep had been cut earlier, so forced to back off. But actually, they're just using this time to heal up.
They're going for a wraparound. Na'Vi, who are they going to find? It's going to be Malreen, but he gets the blink out. The BKB connected as well. He's going to survive. Aegis expires. It's now up to Falcons to see if they can get out, or if they can turn their attention to QBFY as well as Kaori. Amar, he's chasing for these heroes. He gets the kill. Hoodwink hits the deck. Shad looking for an opening on the backside. He gets around top of the Pugna, deletes him from the game. The BKB out now from the Chaos Knight Skitter, trying to do his best. Pops the Stone Gaze, making some space for a team, but Shad's going to pop the BKB. TP out. No, the Stone Gaze gets him.
Looks like they're pinging bottom because they have another creep wave here. This one was not cut in time. You should be able to get this.
They want the Bristle. He's facing the wrong way. They got him. The LSA from Fog. Sanctity with the setup. It's working well. Malreen's going to toss out Skitter. They're in full disengage here. No blink for 10 seconds here on the Tiny. He's trying his best to run, but Sanctity in hot pursuit. A lot of damage out from Skitter, though.
Thunder
to try and save him. They got the shackles, the egg, everything, but he's just trapped inside the wards. Oh, what a turnaround. The Mystic Snake stunning the whole lot of them.
Navi's on the back foot this whole time, but really, if they get a successful high ground defense, they will make it down back to the side of Falcons and take buildings.
Ooh, Skitter. Just baiting out some spells here on the high ground. Gonna look for the melee barracks on the top side. As there is no tower there, you can pretty much go for the easy one. They do get the D ward at least, but Medusa's just got these illusions sitting so far up ahead. The immediate Hex out to dispel the reflection, and Skitter should be able to finish this melee barracks. We'll finally get it. So one lane of racks now cracked open. Mid lane, they get the Bristle back once again, and he's deleted from the game. They thought they were going on the Medusa, but it turns out the Bristleback to target all line. Now the Medusa is stuck on the low ground. Phoenix gonna go down before he can pop that egg. A Reality Rift pulls him even deeper into the base. The Medusa surrounded by Na'Vi. Falcons, you got to do something here. LSA is out. The toss avalanche from Malrine to make a little bit of space. They get the Hex. The ward's dropped as well. Will take down the Hoodwink. Stone Gaze out from Skitter. The ward still here. Meanwhile, Sanctity is looking for an opener on the backside. Shad blinks into the back. He does manage to find Crypt, but he just dodges the Hex. He's popped the BKB, trying to find Snake King, find Skitter, but you got to get your hands on one of these heroes. The Sundarant's onto an illusion. That's not what you want. A little bit of mana, though, starting to fall. Nice decrep out from Snake King. He's out of mana, though, trying to disengage. He's fine. LSA once again caught the Medusa, but Sanctity tossed out of the base by Malrine, and the Medusa just seemingly way too strong. 3 dead on Na'Vi, as Falcons now making their way back to the high ground. Can they hold? Can they hold Skitter? A little bit of health, but he will finish off a second lane of barracks now with a Manta to dispel that reflection. Falcons not seeming like they want to back. You've got the sustain here from the Pugna. They're going to smoke.
Hopping up that Medusa. Probably going to go to a jungle camp, just heal up, and then just come straight back.
Smoke
Still
popped.
50 seconds, no leaner Hoodwink.
Crit's doing a little bit of a dance in the background. Amar going in off the backside. Avalanche. Can they finish off this terribly before he gets the Sunder? They do. He does have the buyback, but sideline for 80 seconds at the moment. He's going to TP right into the middle of the fight. Cancels it immediately. He's like, never mind. That is not where I want to be. Amar taking a lot of damage from the fountain, but will walk away. The space was made. They get another lane of barracks. It's just the ranged on top side to secure mega creeps.
Feels like a desperation smoke. You gotta find something.
Oh, they get Snaking off the Hex. The LSA is out. The quick Force Staff into the Glimmer Cape, and
they don't catch him
no detection on the dust. LSA from Sanctity, though, he just guesses correctly. Nice play from the Lina.
She's gonna get out.
Oh no, she's not. Crit with the Force Staff's got her. Sanctity is gonna hit the deck. 90 seconds. Does have buyback this time.
The extra second to speed a gem and then go back.
That's a lot of damage from the Chaos Knight. Malrine's forced to BKB, but the Stone Gaze is out for the Medusa, and Shad, he's got to run. They get a Hex onto the Phoenix as well. Another long duration shackle. It can't get away, and now Shad just staring at death's door. Amar ready and waiting. GG comes out, and Falcons will take this series 2-0, securing themselves first place in their group.
End result, maybe what people would expect. I feel like they really had to work for it. I think Navi, unfortunately, knocked out, but it does seem like towards the end of this, they have started to find, more of a style that is starting to work for them. So looking forward to see where they get in the future. But for now, Falcons gonna feel good.